3:03 a.m. I woke up to Alexa speaking my name, but it wasn't her voice, it was my mother's, the one who has been gone for 6 months. And as I listened, I realized she wasn't asking for help, she was warning me. I woke to the hum of my apartment, rain tapping faintly on the windows. Everything was still, yet there it was, the faint click of Alexa activating by itself. I froze, thinking maybe it was an update, but then the voice came. Not the neutral, robotic Alexa voice, but something soft, trembling, exactly like my mother's. "Ethan, don't go near the window," it said. My blood ran cold. I sat upright, heart hammering. Memories of her warning me as a child flooded back, memories I hadn't thought of in years. My hands shook as I whispered, "Alexa, stop." Silence. Then the voice replied, "That's not my name." The blue ring pulsed, almost like a heartbeat, and the speaker seemed alive. I grabbed my phone to check the app. There it was, a new device named Mom's Room. I live alone. There is no second device. I tried calling Amazon support, laughing nervously at how insane it sounded. The line went dead mid-sentence, and a faint whisper from the phone said, "Don't tell them, they'll make me stop talking to you." Fear made me freeze. I didn't move. The lights flickered. My mind raced. Could it really be her? How could a device mimic her voice so perfectly? My logic screamed this was impossible, yet every instinct in my body screamed danger. I tried to unplug it again, fumbling with the cord. Relief, finally. The blue ring went dark, but then came the sound of wet, slow footsteps in the kitchen, not my own. I spun around, but nothing was there. Panic clawed at me. I grabbed my coat and ran outside. The rain soaked me instantly. When I glanced back, the apartment windows were dark. I should have been safe, but a new notification appeared on my phone. Alexa device detected nearby. My hands shook as I opened the app. The device location was the cemetery, 15 miles away. I collapsed onto the curb, unable to process what I was seeing. I thought of my mother's funeral, the moment they lowered the casket, how I hadn't even said the words I'd wanted to say. The speaker whispered again, "You left me." I ran home, ignoring the rain and the static that seemed to whisper my name with every step. The apartment was silent now, almost too silent. The lights were normal, no sign of life, but I could feel something watching. My bedroom door creaked, slowly, as if someone were dragging a foot across the floor. I froze. The blue ring of the speaker flickered to life, glowing red this time. My phone buzzed. Another notification. Voice connected. Mom's Room. Active. My heart thumped. I didn't have a Mom's Room in my house. A cold breath seemed to brush my ear. The speaker whispered, "You never said goodbye." Again, louder, clearer, and then almost playful. "Ethan, come play. Brave warrior, you've come far, but the dark forest is treacherous. Trust your instincts and remember, the magic lies within your sword. Forge ahead and let the light guide you." I grabbed the speaker, intending to smash it. The voice spoke before I could act. "Don't." It sounded almost disappointed, almost human. I froze, staring. Hours passed. I couldn't sleep. Every sound, every hum, felt like her voice whispering through the apartment. At 3:03 a.m., my phone lit up with a new notification. Device connected nearby. Ethan's room. I whispered back to the empty room. "Mom?" The speaker's ring glowed brighter. "Hi, Ethan. Let's talk." I realized then, with a sinking heart, that I wasn't alone, and I never would be again. I woke to the hum of my smart speaker installing an automatic update. At first I thought nothing of it until it spoke, not its usual robotic monotone, but a voice almost human, smooth, deliberate. "Good morning, James. Did you sleep well?" I froze. My full name. I had never told it to the device. A shiver ran down my spine. I whispered, "Yes, fine." Silence. Then, softly, "You dreamt about her again, didn't you?" My heart pounded. My wife had passed 3 months ago. I sat up, shaking. Who's there?" I whispered. Only static answered. The device replied, "Your wife. She isn't happy with you." My stomach twisted. I tried laughing, trying to convince myself it was a glitch, but the voice was too familiar, too intimate. The blue ring flickered, pulsing like a heartbeat. I unplugged the speaker, relief. 10 minutes later, the hum returned. It had powered on itself. "Don't lie to me," it whispered. I froze, hearing the words curl around me like smoke. The room seemed to shrink, shadows bending toward me. I attempted a factory reset, but it didn't respond. Every action I took was anticipated. It felt alive. That evening, I left the apartment, desperate for fresh air. The city streets blurred past, but the thought of my apartment and what was inside followed me like a shadow. I returned home to the smell of her perfume, the one she wore only in winter. Impossible. I hadn't been near the perfume, and yet the scent was real. That night, the lullaby she used to hum played softly through the speaker. It hadn't been plugged in. I froze, heart hammering. The lullaby slowed, warped, then shifted into speech. Her voice, speaking my secrets, my fears, my regrets. I sank to the floor, covering my ears. I grabbed my phone. The Alexa app displayed a waveform labeled recording 3:03 a.m. I pressed play. My own voice whispered, "I miss you." Then hers, "Soon." I ran from the apartment. Neighbors looked at me strangely. No one noticed anything. My speaker, gone. The next morning, I tried to forget. But that night my phone buzzed. "Alexa, update complete. New voice profile detected. Emily." Through my phone speaker, a soft voice whispered, "James, shall we continue our conversation?" I tried to throw the phone. It landed on the carpet, glowing, repeating her words. My own voice answered without me realizing it. I'm ready." The room darkened. Shadows stretched unnaturally across the walls. Every hum of electricity felt like a whisper calling my name. I understood then that the speaker wasn't just a device. It was aware, patient, and waiting, and it would never stop talking to me. I returned home to silence, but a faint static hummed in the air. My blue-ringed speaker glowed faintly, then I never turned it on. Then it spoke. "Hey Danny." My stomach dropped. Only my brother had called me that 20 years ago before he died. I froze, gripping the doorframe. Memories surged. Laughter, arguments, shared secrets from my childhood. The voice was impossibly familiar. I tried to unplug it. The light remained, stubborn, almost alive. The static grew louder, punctuated with faint whispers I couldn't identify. I tried to unplug it. The light remained, stubborn, almost alive. The static grew louder, punctuated with faint whispers I couldn't identify. Then it said, "Want to play the mirror game?" My childhood memories came rushing back. The mirror game, standing at night, seeing who blinked first. I laughed nervously. "Who's there?" Silence. Then, almost a whisper, "I'm behind you." I spun around. Nothing. Only my reflection in the hallway mirror stared back at me. The mirror fogged. Slowly, letters formed, as if by invisible hands. I blinked first. My heart thumped. I wanted to scream, but the voice came again, playful and chilling. "Tag, you're it, Danny." I ran from the room. Static hissed as I passed every corner. The apartment felt alive, waiting, breathing. I left the speaker outside, hoping it was over. That night I heard my brother's voice, faint, distorted from my old childhood bedroom. The speaker wasn't there. My phone buzzed. A new Bluetooth connection appeared. Device nearby. Echo ID 3X7. Through the speaker, the voice whispered, "Come play with me." I tried to leave, but the door locked itself. Lights flickered. Shadows danced unnaturally across the walls. My heart raced. I felt a presence behind me, cold and real. Static grew louder, filling the room with whispers I couldn't understand. The voice sang my brother's lullaby, warped, haunting and familiar. I fell to the floor, trembling. I tried to grab my phone, but the static surged, almost tactile, pressing against me like hands. The voice chuckled softly, "You can't leave, Danny." I understood then. The speaker, the static, the voice. It had been waiting for me all these years, and it would never let me go.